That's what a morning looks like at 8 below. Yeah, I got the engine going. Did this stuff warm up a little bit. It's nice and toasty under here, but it's cold up front. Little things in life. Like a nice warm place to sleep. Okay. Who wants to see something like this, huh? Bah! Okay, maybe some people are kind of weird, if you know what I mean. There's me purge valve. That needs to warm up too. Gotta get me some Earl up there on the heater. Filter. Bring that glass. Yeah, smoke another one up. Okay. That don't need to be too warm. A little bit. Okay. Pick up my trash. I might keep throwing trash on my front seat. I wake up in the morning, ever catch that little sucker. Yeah, I don't want to look too close in the mirror, huh? Might find him. And I'd have to deal with him too, huh? And he ain't that bright. Okay. Got water up there. Water froze thought. Imagine that. Starting to warm up in here though. Maybe I'll put some pants on. What do you think? Oh. What do you fall out for? You're supposed to be sipped in. Yeah, I need that morning coffee, huh? Yeah, getting around to it, like my mamas would say. That's great, ain't it? So what you make it, your choice. Blah. Get my shoes on. Get my getting on. Okay. One thing nice about living in a vehicle, most things are within reach. starting to warm up. Man, somebody keeps making a mess up in here. One thing about it, never mind, I'll tell you later about that one. So you know it's cold when your engine doesn't even come all the way up to running temperature. But I think the oil's warm enough now. It's been about an hour. Now I'm going to attempt to change the oil. Well, that's tight. So I didn't have an oil filler wrench, and they have put that thing on so tight. I did have a ratchet strap. I just kind of did my own thing. Whole morning's been like that. Don't look around what you don't have. Look at what you do have. Thank God for toilet paper. It's got oil on everything. Yeah, I had the engine running. Yeah, I had the engine running to keep the oil warm. I just turned the filter too loose, that's what happened there. And it's still seeping a little bit, but it's so freaking cold. I'll probably drain that for like 10 minutes. Gotta be better than what it was. I'll let it run as long as I could. Obviously, you seen that, huh? Trying not to make a mess here. Oh man, that's cold. Okay, there's a very valuable lesson. See where the O-ring's not on there? So you always got to check, make sure, especially when they're on really, really tight, that O-ring came off with that. So it's still up in there. I got to take it out for the new one, because if not, it will leak. Hopefully you guys can see. It's right here at the end of my finger. That O-ring's out. It's still up in there. Well, I was wrong again. It must be down in my oil. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, right there it is. It fell out. But always check, make sure that ain't stuck up on there. So. stuff's cold. She's pouring good though, still warm. Somebody gave me the wrong oil filter, and it's probably not that young man's fault. His engine has been replaced, so not sure if it's just an honest mistake grabbing the wrong one, or I'd stick the old one back on. I'm so glad I didn't run a screwdriver through it to take it off. I thought about it, but yeah. It's cold, if you know what I mean. Seems like when it's cold, everything's just harder. But you can still have fun doing it. All depends where your mind is. Kind of like life. Sometimes life gets cold. But it shouldn't stop you from doing the right thing. Anyway, it's cold. It's fun cold too. I'm gonna warm up and then clean my mess up. Lucas has some really good products out. If I can get it open. If I remember back correctly, when my son had that engine put in this, I think it was a year older or something like that. Maybe like a 2009 or something. And that's probably what's up with the oil filter. So, yeah, sometimes we just think back. We have to answer within ourselves. It's kind of like life. Just take a moment. It's such a glorious day. I'm actually having fun. It's been an interesting morning. Need to get the oil changed and everything. Turn this down so you can hear. It's cold. Which to some of you might not be that cold, but for me it is. It's like 8 degrees. And I think last night it got like 8 below. And this morning when I woke up it was like, I think around 0. But yeah, oil change was an experience. But it's all what you make it, where you put your mind. I still have fun, you know. These people here where I'm at, I'm in somewhere in upper Michigan, Not quite sure. But don't matter. Not upper Michigan, upper Minnesota, northwestern part. But like, it's like these people in here at this Pilot truck stop. I asked them if I could get a box in a bag, and they give it to me. And been in there like twice to get coffee. Just refilled my cup, and the lady had like messed up or something, and she didn't want to take my money for a refill. I'm like, no, just take it. She's like, no, just have it. So after I got all this done, I went in, washed my hands and stuff, and got another refill. And there was like a line in there, and she sees me standing back there, and she was like pointed at my cup, or was just with her eyes and facial expression, and she was like, and I nodded at her, and she was like, just nodded at me to go. Just continued on right what she was doing, and the guy in front of her. I mean, there's so many good people in this world, and considerate, and you can speak through an action and an expression and know one another. It's just amazing. But yeah, anyway, my oil filter, obviously, the reason I kept my engine running was to keep the oil warmer longer so it drains out faster and better. I mean, I let the oil that I put in it on the dash for like an hour just so it would warm up. So that's why you should never leave your engine running while you're changing, like undoing the filter and stuff. I know that, but everybody knows that. So I got all my mess cleaned up. Got the old oil here in my jug. And I dropped that off at O'Reilly's, and just to clear up, it probably wasn't that kid's fault. He may have grabbed the wrong one. It doesn't really matter. It's no big deal. On that oil filter, his engine has been replaced, so it could be a different year. Not sure what year engine's in it. Might call my son, see if he's got paperwork on it. If not, we'll figure it out. I'll just get another filter and put on it. But I'm just so grateful and glad that I didn't run a screwdriver through it to get that thing off. Because then I would have been like calling somebody to deliver some parts. But yeah, it all worked out. I was able to put the O-ring or the seal back on the old filter and screw it back on. Obviously, you've seen that. So, yeah. I've been here since last night, just where I slept. I got here around midnight. It might have been 1 o'clock or something. Just awesome. And you think the people would be like, yeah, you can't do that. No, they're like supportive. They're like, just great, Like the lady that took me back. She took me back and got like the perfect box in the trash bag to do that. And she was telling me about how her dad taught her how to change her own oil. They understand. They know. It's awesome. And as simple as my sister down in South Carolina, when I had this whole oil mess, I was went on my phone and things like that. I was like, I really don't have anything to clean it other than toilet paper, which is still going to leave an oily film. But thank you, Tanya, if you ever watch this. I appreciate this. You gave me these like 2 or 3 years ago when I was down there. I think I was in the car. And it's made it all the way to here. Just simply when I cleaned my car out through there, kind of some of the stuff in the bag, and then ended up in my brother's house. Ended up grabbing that bag, and lo and behold, I had these wipes, thanks to you. And as far as how cold it is, these things been on the floorboard all morning, and it's like 2:30 now, and I got up around 10 o'clock. I slept pretty good last night. And there's been heat in this car other than when I had it turned off to do the oil change. Other than that, it's pretty much been running. Try to get this thing warmed up. And they're still froze. I mean, it's like, you can pull the top one off. That one came very easy because, there, I'll get another one. Like, that's cold. And it's froze to it. It's, right there it's froze. But you can pull it off. It's neat. But it's been like 2 or 3 days later. I got them. I'm using it. Thanks for your thoughtfulness. Little things do matter. So, yeah. Here you can see where I used them. And got the oil film. That's the oil film that was on my phone even after I used toilet paper. See, a lot of times we do have. You just need to look around. Don't look at what you don't have. Look at what you have that works. Simple as, need to get my hair out of my face and off the ground. For some reason, cannot find a ponytail holder. In my other vehicles, I have all kinds of them. And I'll probably run across some in here, maybe not. But I did have, let's see here, a piece of rope. It worked. But yeah, just feeling blessed. And it's just awesome, man. A lot of it starts with your attitude. That day you're gonna have, you know, you can change your mind. You can choose to have a good attitude. Even when things go wrong, it's not that big a deal. I actually have fun doing it. But there was a point in time when that would have made me mad. I would have said things, threw things, thought things. But yeah, now I got the oil change. Car's running good. Need it done. Still need to put my Hertz valve on, but I think I'm gonna wait for a later date. One thing at a time. Maybe I'll do it this afternoon. I don't know. But do at least have it. I probably stopped at 3 or 4 auto part stores, or when I was at auto part stores, I always asked if they had them. A lot of places were 2 or 3 days out. Finally, yesterday when I was in there, they were like, could have it like in 2 hours or whatever it was. And the funny part of it, it came from St. Cloud up there, which is, I don't know, maybe an hour, hour and a half. I don't know, maybe it's 45 minutes. I don't know what it is. But when I picked it up, the kid told me, yeah, they had it at St. Cloud. And I said, you know what the funny part of it is? I just come through St. Cloud up there. And he's like, no. I said, yeah, I literally drove up through there. Went to Walmart and then went to the auto parts store. He was just laughing. Like, you never know. But I got it. And got serpentine belt, got some other stuff. I need to run through here. Okay, I'm blabbing. Enough of that, huh?